and this will cost me 500 crores extra for the project, 2,500 crores to 3,000 crores. That means 20%, 150, 20% rise in the budget, and then this whole problem of digging, etc. There will be a delay of another 1 year, and so it's not worth it. Prime Minister said 500 crores, no problem, take 500 crores. And he said, I'm authorizing it, and you will get the authorization letter tomorrow. 1 year delay? What is 1 year delay in accommodating some cracks in the Kabristan? So I told the court, for Kabristan you can change the route, but for Ramchandraji you cannot change the route. What is this going on? Now you see, therefore, the country, we have done this not only in this Qutb case, we have done it for Tipu Sultan's palace also. We have changed the route of the Bangalore metro for the same reason. So consequently, this kind of accommodation is something they should do. But the clinching argument of mine with the court were two. One was on the question of legality of the project, and two was on the economics of it. First was on the legality. There is a law in a section in our Indian Penal Code called Section 295. And Section 295 states that if anyone damages, slights or destructs any religious, any object held sacred by the people, thank you. If it damages or fractures or destroys any object held sacred by the people, by a section of the people, not even by the people, by a section of the people, then it is a crime, and there is there's a sentence of 2 years in jail. So I pointed out that to the judge, to the three Supreme Court judges, that it's a criminal offense to touch Rama Setu. Because Rama Setu is held sacred by a very large section of people. I said, in fact, 1 billion Hindus. I produced letters of all the Shankaracharyas. All the Shankaracharyas had given me a letter saying Rama Setu is sacred and you will not allow it to be broken. I gave a letter from the, Swami Dayananda Saraswati, who heads the apex body of all sadhus called Hindu Dharma Acharya Sabha, which has all Shankaracharyas as members, Pitadipatis and Mathadishis and Mahamandleshwaras and Akhadas. All of them are members of this. It's an unprecedented organization, and which he has put up, for which he must be congratulated, and he is the convener, and he gave a letter. I also showed what Rama Gopalan of the Hindu Muni had produced 35 lakh signatures. So I said the section is holding it sacred, is no doubt, and therefore I said anyone who breaks it, there will be a criminal case. So the Chief Justice asked me, you will file a case against us also. So I said, well, I can't file it against you just now because you have still not authorized them to break it. But if you authorize them, then definitely I will file a case against you. Many people thought, I am being so rude, and I will be held for contempt. But the law was clear in my case. It's very clear. What is sacred is not to be decided by the court. It is to be decided by the people. All the court can do is to decide whether yes, there are people or not whether it is worthy of being sacred. So therefore I was right in saying that, and consequently the judges, Justice Ravindran said, well, you see, it may be sacred, but who goes to the middle of the ocean to worship the Rama Setu? I said, well, first of all, let me say that I worship the sun. We all worship the sun, but I never go there. But more than that, Skanda Purana says, what are the pujas to be conducted for going to Rama Setu and at Rama Setu, and what are to be done for the Shivalingas there. There are a mentions are there, and how Lord Skandapurara records Shiva as saying that if you people do not stop worshipping the Rama Setu, then I have no place in Rameshwaram. All that I pointed out to. So therefore, it is clearly an object, a sacred object. And the Supreme Court has many judgments on this. In 1958, there was this E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar. Have you heard of E.V. Ramaswamy Naikar? The Dravida Kazhagam leader who believed in rationalism and debunking religion, particularly Hindu religion. He never debunked Christianity or Islam. He only debunked Hindu religion. He one day went to a shop and bought a Ganesha. And then in the evening he held a public meeting. In front of everybody he broke it. And he said, "You idiot Hindus, I have broken the Vinayaka statue and nothing has happened to me. You and your gods are nothing." So somebody filed a case and went to the Supreme Court. And in the Supreme Court, the lawyers of Ramaswamy Naikar took the stand that this Vinayaka was on a shelf in a shop. And he paid money out of his pocket and bought it. It became his personal property. And therefore what he does with that personal property is his business. Who can object? This is not a Vinayaka from a temple that you can say that you cannot break it. So Supreme Court has held that an object, however trivial in value, however insignificant, if it is held sacred, even if it is not worshipped, if it is image produce a feeling of sacredness, then breaking it is breaking the law, section 295, and therefore you are guilty of criminal offense. This is the Supreme Court judgment. So, therefore, once the Rama Setu is held sacred, there is no project which can touch it. So this is already doomed. Because in fact tomorrow when I go back to Chennai, I'm leaving day by day after back to India. One of the things I'm going to do is to file a criminal case against T.R. Babu because on 23rd January he ordered the dredger to go and break the Rama Setu. Of course the Rama Setu didn't break, the dredger broke and fell into the ocean. And not only the dredger, he sent afterwards a crane to pick up the dredger so he could collect the insurance. And the crane broke and went into the ocean. So then he brought in a Russian engineer to find out what is happening. The Russian engineer climbed on Rama Setu, slipped and fell and broke both his legs and had to be sent back to Russia. Finally, the workers started getting nervous, some voodoo is going on or something, and they wanted to run away. So the Setu Samudram project decided to hold a puja, a havan. And they asked the MLA of that area, Ramanathapuram, to come and break the coconut. So the MLA of the area was a Congress MLA called Chur Balakrishnan. He came, he broke the coconut, and he went back and his car had an accident and he died. So now these are of course coincidences. And I told the judges also, these incidents, I said these are coincidences. And I'm not saying that if you tomorrow order this... One judge of the Supreme Court told me that one of the judge's wives told him that for God's sake don't order the breaking of Rama Setu. Our family will be cursed for 4 generations. So this is the they have tried to break it. I am going to go and file a case now because I got the documentation that it was Balu who ordered the demolition and the dredger had gone, before I had gone to court.
You should have put in jail.
They're all heading that way. So in any case, this is the fact that this is illegal. To touch Rama Setu is illegal. So as far as today I can tell you, there is